Imagine having dinner with a group of friends. The food is nice, the wine perfect, the vibe amazing. And all of a sudden, someone decides to ask a very, very weird question. He says, what if a brother and a sister, both adults now, decides to have sex once in their lifetime and immediately the table goes quiet? Then someone responded with this cringe face, that's disgusting. Another person said, oh, that's wrong on all levels. Then everybody agrees. Now, the guy that asked the question decided to add a little bit of context, that's adding more information to this question. He says, they are both adults. The sister, 28, the brother, 30. So nobody was forced. They are both consenting adults. Secondly, they both agreed to use protection. The sister was already on her birth control pills, and the brother insisted to use a condom. So the possibility of them having a baby as a result of the sexual affair is close to zero. Thirdly, they both agreed that they were not going to tell anybody about it. So the society had no chance in shaming them. Then fourthly, after the sex, they agreed that it was amazing and this is going to be their own little secret, and this activity has just made their bond a lot more stronger. Now, he asked, why is it wrong? Immediately, the answers or the response started flowing in. The first one said, something terrible is going to happen to their child. And the guy reminded them the probability of them having a baby, because as a result of the sexual affair, is close to zero. They use protection. Another one said it's going to destroy their family. Then he reminded them again, nobody was aware. It was a secret. And somebody else said something bad is going to happen. Their relationship is going to get ruined moving forward. Further down the lane, they are going to feel bad about what they did. They reminded them again. They both admitted that it felt good, so they were not feeling bad about the situation. One after the other, they brought out their reason, and their reasons could not hold. But everybody still insisted that it was wrong. And this, my friends, is what the psychologist called Jonathan Haidt. I don't know how to pronounce his name now, but it's spelled Haidt. Calls this phenomenon moral dumbfounding. Moral dumbfounding is a phenomenon whereby you feel something instinctively morally wrong, but you struggle to explain the logic or the reason why that thing is actually wrong. So, and most people may feel like, oh, we are logical thinkers. But the research of Jonathan is telling us a different story, and it reveals to us a very fascinating aspect of the human nature. We might feel like we are rational thinkers or we are rational philosophers, that we think about a situation, then we give our judgments. Or we are logical about a situation, then we give our judgments. But instead, the reverse is almost the case. First, we feel, then we give our judgments, then we try to rationalize the judgment that we have just given. So in most cases, after the judgment has been given, which is almost instant, like we feel it, then we give the judgment, we might find it difficult to actually rationalize it, because the rationalization of that judgment comes later, after the judgment has been passed. Sometimes we might not say it out, we might not verbalize it, but instinctively we will say it. We judge people in our minds, in our hearts, but we might not really say, oh, you are a sinner, or somebody's very skimpy clothes. You are feeling like, this person is doing bad. You might not really verbalize it, but we just instinctively judge people. And sometimes, like the case of this story that I just shared, we might not have the chance to actually find a logical or a rational reason behind our judgments. So next time you say or you feel like saying, I know this thing is wrong, but I just can't explain it, know that you are actually experiencing moral dumbfounding. So bye guys, that will be all for today guys. Bye, catch you on the next one.